Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 26th. You start with this Divine Infinity card. It says, challenge yourself to go beyond your limitations, and you'll find your infinity. You have this Gemini card that says, speak your truth, choose your words wisely. Remember that your words have consequences. So, yes, we are in a time of heightened manifestation. I would make sure that you are, speaking positively about anything that you desire, and I would also make sure that you're using good words against yourself, of course. And you have the Empress. The Empress is all about self-care, and the Empress also would never say anything negative about herself, right? The words that she uses on herself would all be very positive. So I definitely feel that the Empress is kind of saying that to you. And I would just make sure that you're, speaking positively about yourself. You have the Four of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. I feel like some of you are kind of getting ready to give up on love, or you've thought about giving up on love. And especially with that Four of Cups kind of says that you have tried a bunch of times, and you've been disappointed by the results that you have received. He's gotten these results in front of him, and now he has a new offer that's being presented to him, and he is just kind of sitting there doing nothing and thinking, things are never going to improve. But number one, we have the Empress, which says, doesn't matter what gender you are. It says you are very attractive at this time, Virgo. We have the Ten of Cups. We go down, Knight of Cups to the Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups here. It's clearly something very solid, or, something very good could be entering into your life. It could be another earth sign as well, I feel intuitively, but, take it how it resonates. And I feel that there could be a person, it could be a very grounded, earthy person. And I feel that this would be worth, allowing a new person into your life, right? The Three of Swords also would represent heartbreak, and the Three of Swords is about healing your heart and pulling those swords out of your own heart. The Three of Swords is also about forgiveness, and it's about forgiving the past. So with the Three of Swords, we don't have to forgive a person directly. We can forgive them just in our mind, right? In our heart. And if we do that, then we are set free. So the Three of Swords is also meant to be temporary. The thing about the Knight of Swords is that he is running towards the past. So on the table, he is, if we look at it this way, he's normally running into the reading, right? But he gets to the Ace of Cups and he's running away. And that's kind of how sometimes I feel about the Knight of Swords. And by the way, Taurus literally almost had exactly the same setup. They had the Knight of Swords and something else right next to it, not the Ace of Cups. But it was a love card. So it could be a Taurus that you're dealing with or that you're attracting into your life. But like I said, take it how it resonates. And the Knight of Swords, I feel sometimes says, don't be too hasty. Give something a chance, especially for those of you that want love. I feel that this is clearly worth it. You end with the Ten of Cups, which is happy home, happy family. I feel for those of you that don't want love, again, the Knight of Swords is saying any decisions or any choices that you're making or anything that you're being presented with this week, I would give it some time. Especially with the Ace of Cups here, because it looks to me like you could be being presented with an opportunity that is an Ace of Cups. And again, Ace of Cups doesn't have to be love. It can just be something that causes your emotions to overflow, something you'll be very happy with. But I kind of feel like you're a little bit skeptical with that Four of Cups. So again, if you're being presented with a work opportunity or a business opportunity, I would give it, I would think about it for some time. With the Four of Cups, you have the Empress again. So you are very attractive at this time. I feel like someone is clearly offering a cup to you. Like I said, take it how it resonates. This could be a work or business opportunity, and I feel that this would, if this is work or business, the Empress would also say this is going to be very profitable or, could be very successful for you. With the Three of Swords, you have the Nine of Pentacles, pre-Empress energy. So the Nine of Pentacles, pre-Empress energy, she is the card of gratitude and luxuries. The Nine of Pentacles is about focusing on your environment and making sure that you're creating an environment of success. The other thing is that if you're not ready for love, the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles would say, take extra good care of yourself this week. Do nice things for yourself. Practice self-care, treat yourself, love yourself, right? And by creating an environment of, gratitude or creating an environment of self-care or luxuries, then you will attract more of that stuff into your life. But I also feel very good about this for money. So I feel like your finances could be changing. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Lovers. So definitely could be love for most of you. And I feel like there could be a very strong love connection coming in for you, something that's like divinely guided. This right here is your higher self angel, and this could represent like a divinely guided union. This angel is trying to bring these two people together. So for a lot of you, I feel, again, there's like a very solid connection that maybe you feel like you want to run away from at first, or maybe you're saying I'm not ready, or whatever the case may be. We'll see. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you can't make this up. You have this forgive card and you have this observe card. Yeah, like I said, I think observe is a good word. If someone is presenting you with an offer, then it might be a good time to just observe the offer. It might be a good time to just say, like, kind of like feel things out. You don't have to overinvest. I think we all overinvest too quickly anyway, especially us crazy spiritual people, right? We fall in love too quickly. So I feel this is saying, like, if you meet a person, just take it slow. Like, observe the situation, see what happens, and just look at it as an experience, nothing more, right? And I think that if you do that, and you give it some time and you take your time, then things will go really well. The forgive card says clearly forgive the past, like we said on the Three of Swords. You have the Empress, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Again, I feel like someone finds you attractive. I feel like there are better ways for you to create abundance as well. We go down to the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is too much hard work. The Empress does not work hard. She does efficient things. All she has to do to grow that wheat is wave that scepter that she's holding in front of her, and this wheat in front of her grows. So she's not putting in like tons and tons of work to grow what she needs, the abundance that she needs to grow in her life. And so I feel it would be an amazing time for you to kind of like look at your work, or, maybe you need to reassess your work and say, like, am I getting paid enough or whatever? I feel like a lot of people are, kind of in that energy or in that space right now. It kind of makes sense to me. So I feel for a lot of you, this is saying, like, observe what you're doing or observe the work that you're putting into things and make sure that you're getting your value out, and make sure you're not cheating yourself on your work as well. With the Knight of Cups, I feel there could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you, and this is like someone who's going to sweep you off your feet. We go up to the King of Swords, so it could be a person who's like more mature than you. I see a lot of King of Swords energies in the readings, so I feel like a lot of people, could be attracting like a King of Swords type person at this time. King of Swords, like I said, would be very mature. He would have good discernment, and I'm saying he, but it could be whatever gender you're into. It could be a person who also has a lot of knowledge and wisdom as well, and it would also be like a person. Sometimes I feel the King of Swords can come off as detached, but they're not really detached. Like, we're talking about the highest vibration version of the King of Swords. It's more that they have non-attachment, which is different than being detached, right? So it's like more of a go-with-the-flow type of person here. I feel like I said, I think the best thing you could do if you're meeting a person, go slow. Take your time. Don't rush right into it, but I feel this is a good one. You have the Ace of Cups, so again, true love. The Ace of Cups is your emotions overflowing. I think the important thing to look at with the Ace of Cups, no matter what you're being presented with this week, is energy. The Ace of Cups doesn't have to do very much to fill itself back up. All it has to do is reach down into that pool of water below it, and it can easily fill itself back up. So, again, in a relationship, is there a good flow of energy? For the most part, does the person not steal your energy, right? For the most part, do you feel energetic? Of course, there are always going to be moments where maybe you're going to have to lift yourself up, where this person can't be there or whatever, and vice versa, right? This is true in all relationships. We don't live in La La Land, last time I checked, although it kind of feels a little bit more like a fever dream right now. But what I would say with the Ace of Cups is, for the most part, do they give energy and not take, right? And same with you. Do you give them energy as well? And does it flow nicely? Same thing with work or business. Is it giving you energy or is it stealing your energy? And that's what I would look at with that Ace of Cups. With the Empress, you have the Four of Cups again. How crazy is that? The same combination right there. So you're definitely in that mode of, kind of looking at an offer and wondering, is this right or is this wrong? Should I accept this new offer? I feel like you should, because it's an Ace of Cups that's coming in here, no matter what it is. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Seven of Cups, not real, right? The Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups, two very dreamy, imaginative energies. So there are a couple things that I would say, especially if you're meeting a new person. Don't get lost in the fantasy, right? And I also feel that some of you could be saying this is too good to be true, but I don't think it is. Like, I feel like this person is legit. You end with the Ten of Cups. So, I think that sometimes maybe we meet a person and we think to ourselves, there's no way that this person is this good. But I feel like they are, Virgo, so especially if it's a person. Same thing with work or business. It's like sometimes I think we get paid a certain amount of money, and our first thought is, when am I going to start losing all my money, right? Or when is this going to be taken away from me? And I feel like the Seven of Cups is saying, like, don't do that. Remember, we said something about your words with that first card, and needing to watch your words and needing to make sure that you're using positive words against what you are doing, right? With the Ace of Cups, you have the Devil here. Yeah, probably your past experience. Maybe a person was an energy vampire. Same thing with work or business as well. What's interesting in work or business, Virgo, is I feel like there could be an opportunity that you've done before, like where you ended up doing all the work the first time. So it's like this could be a very similar opportunity. It's like, let's say a boss was like, hey, help me on this project, and then you ended up doing all the work. It's like, I think that is going to happen again, but you are not going to do all the work this time. I think especially as long as you're paying attention and putting up boundaries and all that other stuff. So I kind of feel like saying, don't be afraid of a similar opportunity. It's not exactly the same thing, but again, maybe you ended up doing all the work or whatever. And I feel this is saying this time it's going to be different. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Black Cat card. It says your luck will change soon. You have this Hindrance card. It says fate has blocked this path for you. So again, if something didn't work out in the past that hurt you, and again, it doesn't have to be love, could be work or business as well, then I think this was a fated, kind of situation. The good thing is that, again, you end with that Ten of Cups, which is fortune after difficulty. And the Ten of Cups would really say that you are now going to see, like, why something didn't work out for you. And again, I think this is going to be a good thing. You have the King of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. The King of Swords is knowledge and wisdom, and this is probably why you are not going to repeat a mistake, is because you have the knowledge and wisdom necessary. It's like the first time you had to learn, the next time you implement what you learned, right? This is like I say about relationships. People tell me all the time, like, everybody cheats on me, I'm never going to date again. I'm like, well, you just didn't pay attention to the things that they said. People show us who they are right away, up front, very quickly. So you just didn't pay attention. I'm not picking on anyone, right? This time, this is just saying, is like, don't allow those people to control your life, because the people that say that, everybody cheats, I'm never going to date again, it's like, okay, those people are living your life for you, and they are determining your destiny and your fate now because of that. So instead, what you should be saying is like, oh, I learned a bunch of things that I need to look out for, and I'm just going to pay attention the next time. And that's what the King of Swords says. You have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a lot of burdens. A lot of people get the Ten of Wands nowadays, and I think that the universe is trying to get people to be more efficient. And, the universe is trying to get people to pay attention to, like, how they work. So instead of thinking hard work, or instead of only doing hard work, it's like, are there other ways that you can do things that aren't so difficult or aren't so hard? And that's what I would pay attention to with the Ten of Wands, is like becoming more efficient. You have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups can represent wish fulfillment or just fulfillment in general. And if we go here, you go Four of Cups, which is fearing that you won't be fulfilled, to total fulfillment. Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Cups right here. These are both cards of major fulfillment or feeling fulfilled. So again, I would accept any new opportunities that come your way. You cannot make this stuff up. With the King of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups. Are you kidding? So definitely could be a King of Swords type person that is making an offer. Could be an air sign, although I kind of feel earth for some reason. So, again, I kind of feel like most of you are going to be attracting earth, like an earth sign or a person with a lot of earth in their chart. So it could be like an air sign with a lot of earth in their chart or something like that. Or it could be an air sign with like a earth rising, or it could be an earth sign with a air rising or something like that, right? With the Ten of Wands, you have the Judgment card. Like I said, there's something about a second chance here, but it's not really a second chance. It's like, I think you're being given a chance to do something that you kind of did in the past, and you're just doing it over again. If it's love, it's new love. If it's, a business opportunity, it's a very similar business opportunity, but it's not exactly the same. And I feel that the universe is saying, like, did you learn, like, what boundaries to set the first time? Did you learn what to look out for? And as long as you did, I feel this will be great for you here, Virgo. So it looks really good. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. Now, with the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups is all about bathing in an energy of what you desire. So we really have to soak up the good vibes with the Nine of Cups. We really have to pay attention to what we are doing, and we need to make sure that we're doubling down on the good stuff. So I would make sure that you are, doubling down on the good energies and getting rid of the bad energies. Five of Pentacles says, don't focus on your weaknesses. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this moonflower. It says take a risk. You have this domicile moon. It says abundance on it. We see a ton of abundance in this reading because you have the Empress twice. So I feel that you are clearly attracting abundance, and I would take a risk on whatever this opportunity is that's coming in for you, because I feel like it will be fortune after difficulty. Ten of Cups represents fortune after difficulty. Good things coming in after a challenging or difficult period of time. Ten of Cups is also happy home, happy family. So if you want a family, or if you want to have a happy home, this could be a person that you have a happy home with. The Ten of Cups is also about focusing on your happiness. These people are standing in the real world. So just like the Five of Pentacles, they are choosing happiness. And I feel like the Five of Pentacles, this card, they're both saying it is time for you to choose happiness and to do more things that make you feel more happy. You have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is this or that thinking, but she has this new island behind her. In the area of the good stuff, this would say to me that you are seeing that whatever this opportunity that's coming in for you is, that you are seeing that it's going to be different this time. And so I feel like you are noticing the difference in the situation. And you have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, like again, Empress. Empress is self-care. The Four of Swords is resting, relaxing, recovering. And the Four of Swords and the good stuff could say that you are kind of like harvesting the benefits of self-care. And I actually really feel that in this reading. It's like instead of working 27 hours a day and beating yourself up when things don't go your way, I feel you're taking care of yourself. And, there's a person blessing another person in this stained glass window. So they are receiving blessings. I believe that people believe that money has to be hard, that it can't come easily. It's like one of my favorite affirmations is money comes to me easily, right? And so, again, I think you all should be believing that things can come, not just money, but anything can come easily. If you believe it, then it's true. And so I feel for a lot of you, this could be you working on your beliefs. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, definitely a very solid opportunity coming in for you. The Ace of Pentacles is literally just a new opportunity that's being presented. You also have three aces. Yeah, you have, the Ace of Cups twice, but you have three aces. With the Two of Swords, you have the Three of Pentacles. This would actually represent not doing things on your own, right? This would represent teamwork. In the Two of Swords, she's kind of like trying to protect herself, but she's blind to the fact that she could have people who help her. And this could say that you are opening up to like teamwork or assistance from other people, which is always a good idea. With the Four of Swords, you have the third ace. You have the Ace of Swords. So four aces in your reading now. The Ace of Swords is a card of a victory and success. It would also be a card of your words. And that Gemini card says, watch your words. So I would make sure that you are kind of like choosing your words carefully. The Ace of Swords is also a card of a victory over these obstacles. You see these mountains on the card. So some of you are clearly having some sort of victory over an obstacle that you've been experiencing for a long time. So that's nice. But let's see what's going on for you. You have this Quill card. It says, get back to basics. Yes, Empress. Basic, simple, keep it simple. Don't get overcomplicated type of energy. So I would keep it simple. You have this Lily card. It says spiritual love on it. There definitely could be a very solid spiritual connection coming in for you, which we saw. You have this May card, and this parrot says someone will gossip about you and all your secrets. Mars retrograde, right? At the end of the year, we have Mars retrograding in Leo, and I always say that Mars retrograde years bring up a lot of gossip. The job for you is to just completely ignore it. The best thing you can do during a Mars retrograde is ignore anyone who's talking about you or saying anything about you. If you try to fight against it, you're just going to look guilty. If you just let it go, then you don't look guilty, and then people think the other person is lying anyway. So any gossip, I ignore it. I also feel like you could be meeting a person who was born in the month of May, so Taurus, right? You have this Eagle card, It says triumph over obstacles. We said this with the Ace of Swords, that you are clearly overcoming an obstacle that you've been experiencing. I kind of feel like whatever the obstacle is, it's the Four of Cups. It's like you've experienced something multiple times, and maybe it's become part of your story, or maybe you feel like it's become part of your story. And I feel this plus the Ace of Swords is saying that you are conquering that story once and for all, or in a lot of ways you're changing it for the better, and really you couldn't ask for more. You have this card. It says, be careful, do not take risks. I don't like this card in this deck, and I also don't think it's true. I think we are in a time where we have to take risk. So I feel intuitively that you should take risks, but make sure you're taking calculated risk, right? I think that this is saying, like, be careful of scams and things like that, What I will say is we've been in a time of Taurus, right? Very slow, steady, methodical energy. We still have Uranus in Taurus as well. I've been saying for over 3 years now that to be very careful of things like get rich quick schemes or crypto scams and things like that. I literally said this before the whole FTX thing went down and all that other stuff, because it's like Taurus does not like anything quick, right? So if something seems quick, it's probably too good to be true. If something is slow, steady, methodical, if you've thought it through and come up with a good plan, but you're still taking risk, then it will go well. But again, if you don't study, if you don't kind of like know the ins and outs of something, those are the types of risks that I would avoid at all costs, period. So, but other than that, this looks amazing here, Virgo. So love it. Thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.